Good morning, children. We are discussing about forest lesson. Yesterday we completed water, too little to waste. Today we are discussing about the forest, our life. Is forest important for us? Is it our life? We are telling that we to live, what is necessary? Oxygen is necessary. Where we are getting this oxygen from? Plants. So, more plants where we can see? In the forest. So, are the forests necessary for us? Not only for the sake of oxygen, for the sake of timber, for the sake of Ayurvedic medicines, for the sake of many things, the forests are helpful for us. And some people survive their life in the forest itself. Okay, people and also the wild animals. If forests are not there, wild animals also will stay with us. So, daily we will be food for the wild animals. In that way also the forests are helping for us. So, here in this lesson we are discussing forest. Is it our life or not? We are going to see. Pushpa stays at Visakhapatnam. Okay? One of your friend, she is staying at Visakhapatnam. Her grandfather stays at a village near Sringavarapu Kota. She is in Visakhapatnam and grandfather at Sringavarapu Kota. What is why we are discussing this all? Try to locate these places in map of Andhra Pradesh given in your atlas. Pushpa always visits her grandpa's place during summer. We also will do that, no? We will go every summer to our grandparents' house to enjoy. If it is a village, we will enjoy more by seeing the farms, okay, and by seeing number of traditional things. Everything will be present there. So Pushpa always visits grandpa's place during the summer vacation as grandpa owns a large mango orchard. See, if our grandpa is having mango orchard means we also will enjoy in the orchard and daily we will eat mangoes. Why? Because we all love the fruits, no? So she will go in the summer vacation to enjoy this farm. She could feast on the juicy mangoes and feel the cool air at the orchard there. On the way to grandpa's village, the beautiful view of thick forest of Anantagiri always attracted her. So on the way while she is going from Visakhapatnam to Sringavarapu Kota, which area forest was there? Anantagiri forest was there, which looks very, very beautiful it seems. Got the point? She would ask her parents to stop the car on the roadside and have a look at the forest along the hilly sides. When we are traveling in buses, when we are traveling in a trains, when we see the hilly stations, we love to see them. And if a pond was there, the pond was full of lotus flowers. We will feel that if the train stops there, how nice it will be. 10 to 15 minutes if it stops. My feeling was that if a chance was there, I like to get on from the train and get that lotus flowers and get inside. When a lot of time was there near that pond. So when we are traveling, we can see the pond will be filled with a lot of flowers. And some mango trees will be there, guava trees will be there, full of fruits. When we see all this, we feel that if it is a car or if it is some other thing, we can stop and enjoy. We can take the pics, we can take the fruits, we can take the flowers. Like this, we will have a lot of ideas. Why? Because we will enjoy the nature. Who enjoys the nature, they will understand each and every beautiness of the nature. That may be a butterfly, that may be a flower, that may be a fruit, that may be the birds. This is all you can enjoy if you enjoy the nature. Got the point? Then she would ask her parents to stop the car on the roadside, have a look at the forest. Along the hilly sides, there were different types of trees. In forest, only one single plant won't be there. Varieties of plants will be there. Amla will be there. Okay, the neem will be there. Tamarind will be there. Tangedu will be there, sandalwood will be there, red sandalwood will be there. Like that, different varieties which we cannot guess. Several small and big plants grow close to each other. Grass plants will be there, small bushes will be there. Like that, small plants also will be present to each other, and some climbers also, creepers and climbers also growing up to the tall tree tops. To listen this only, I am feeling excited to see a particular place where these all things will be there. You also, when you are listening to the lesson, try to imagine the things, then it will be very interesting. You feel that you are near to the forest with a number of tall trees, small animals like rabbits and all, full of birds, number of flowers, full of greenery, snowy lands, hilly areas. To imagine only, it will be very beautiful. At the village, Grandpa would take her into the orchard, which looked like a forest with so many mango trees and the small plants growing under them. The difference was all trees here grew in line and were the same kind. What is the difference between a forest and an orchard? Forest, Adavi. Okay, orchard, Tota. What is the difference between Adavi and Tota? Forest will also have number of plants but not same variety. Different varieties of plants. No one will go and sow a seed there. It automatically grows there. But when you are coming to an orchard, only one variety of plant will be there. Means that may be a mango, that may be a guava, that may be a pineapple. Only one type of. The difference between forest and orchard is that only. Only one single variety of plant will be there. Here you can see different varieties of plants will be present. Got the point here? Then every morning after breakfast, Grandpa would pack a snap with some snacks, a bottle of cold water and a flask full of coffee. So while he is going to the orchard, these all things will be done by him. Pushpa was so fond of the orchard that she would love to spend the whole day under the shade of the trees. She would hear birds chirping, watch squirrels running about, people moving around, grandpa goats wandering to feed on small plants. See, just now I asked, imagination makes you beautiful. What are the things it is happening there? When she goes to the orchard, she can hear the birds making the sound. The squirrels jumping from one branch to another branch. Then grandpa goats wandering to feed on small plants. A group of goats. Some insects flying about. The butterflies are flying from one plant to another. And a chemical to kill insects to keep the orchard free from them. Yet, somewhere always left. It was indeed such a wonderful place. Do you have such experience in your grandparents' house? A very beautiful experience it will be. Then, Pushpa had just passed her 6th exams and had been pondering over a question in question. Like only she completed her 6th and entered into 7th, and by seeing all these things, she was very happy, and she is having number of questions to her grandfather, it seems. What do trees give us? What do trees give us? Fruits, flowers, timber, okay, then many medicinal things, these all will be given. In the answer, she had written about several things as well as shade and cool air. The very important thing only we forgot. Fruits and flowers we told. We can take shade under the, means when more sunlight was there, we can be under the trees. And in summer season, you can feel that, cool air comes and touches us. Was she correct? Yes. The first most point is it will give us shade, and cool air will be given by the plants. Do we feel cool under the shade of the trees in an orchard? Is it true or not? Yes. If it is forest or if it is orchard. Not only that, a big tree was near to our house, that is enough. We can feel the cool breezes are touching us. Make a list of things that you know are obtained from the trees. Grandpa's orchard. Now she is talking about her grandpa's orchard. Pushpa always wondered how these mango trees had grown in grandpa orchard. How it will? His grandpa will sow the seeds. Okay. Then grandpa explained that it was a great grandpa who was given a piece of land in the forest. In the forest area, he got a piece of land for cultivation, it seems. The forest area had to be cleared to grow mango saplings. That is, he used to put a baby plants and develop it into an orchard it was today. There must have been wild animals then in those days. It is common when a forest was there, automatically the wild animals will be present. And inquired Pushpa. Yes, of course, great grandpa along with his brother and other villagers had to beat drums and use lighted fire torches at night to drive away the wild animals. Where did the wild animals go? Into the forest. If they come outside, they will put a fire or they will beat the drums. Why? Because the animals will be feared for the sound and for the lightnings. Because of that, they will move inside. So, do we always destroy forest to grow orchard or crop? It should not be happen. Forest area should be meant for only for forest, but not for the growth of orchard or the crop. Question after question poured out and grandpa had to think a lot to answer her. Why? Because he is just a farmer who is an uneducated and who has to go on with his work. But this girl, she want to know many questions. She is not giving a time to her grandfather also to think. She is asking one question after other. But he didn't get angry. Slowly, for each and every question of her, he is having patience and he is answering each and every question for her. Then, why do we need forests at all? We would have only these orchards with so much of fruits to eat, and due to the absence of wild animals, safe to roam around too. Do you support this statement? Why? Why forests? What forests are? So now we are entering into the main topic. For what purpose we are having forests? Okay, are the forests necessary for us? What we will get in the forest? These all Pushpa asked her friends and relatives to find answers to her questions. So she is having number of questions and finally she got answers for those questions. These are some information given to her. So not only for grandfather, she questioned for her friends, she questioned for her neighbors, and finally she got the information from all of them. What is that? The first important information is, in ancient time the country was famous for its dense and continuous forest. Before, in past days, we used to have many number of forests. In that, what are their names? Dandakaranya, Panchavati, Nallamalai, etc. But with the advance of civilization, means through the ages, most part of these forests are gone now. Why these forests are gone? Because of the human activities. Cutting of the timber, burning. Because of natural, when the temperature is high, because of that also some forests will burn. Okay, like this slowly the forests were reduced. But before a big forests were vast. Forests have been cut down at a very fast rate in the past 100 years and replaced by industries, orchards, or those needed for timber or other economic needs and cropland. Slowly it was reduced, we don't know. For what purpose it was reduced? Because the industries were developed. For the sake of industries, industries will be where? Outskirts they will be. So there they used to cut the forest and their industry. And for the sake of crop, for the sake of orchards, they started cutting the forest. And not only for that, for the need of timber or economic needs and croplands, most of the forests were wiped out. The natural habitat of forest is lost when forests are cut down. Got the point? Several types of organisms also disappeared. There are forests only on 19.3% of the geographical area of our country now. So total forests have vanished, and how much percentage we are having? Only 19.3% of the geographical area of our country now was of the forest. A forest is a community of what will be present in the forest? Trees, shrubs, herbs and other plants and organisms that cover large area using carbon dioxide, water, soil and nutrients. Did you understand? So what are present there? Trees are present, shrubs are present, What they are taking? They are taking all over the world whatever pollution was there. It is in the form of carbon dioxide they will take and they will purify and give us oxygen. Okay, and water and soil. Water in forest, will we go and pour the water to the plants? No. Naturally, the rainwater. They will only depend on the rainwater and the soil nutrients. They will absorb and the forest will be developed. Forest takes up a large amount of carbon dioxide and some other harmful particles and gases and keep the air clean. This serves as lungs of our earth. This is a very important point underline. Okay, forests are lungs of our earth. That is very important. Forests are lungs of our earth. Okay, this is the very important blank and very important also. Okay, then forests are renewable natural resources which play an important role in the maintenance of ecological balance. There are important sources of forests. They are timber, fuelwood, canes, resins, lac, oil, fruits, nuts, firewood, fodder for animals and honey. What are the things we are getting from the forest? You can see here. Timber, okay, fuelwood, fuelwood. Next what we are getting? Cane, resins, lacs, oil, fruits, firewood, honey, etc. Like this, many things we are getting from the forest. Got the point here? And the forests also have a wide variety of cultivable crops and medicinal plants also. What are there? Cultivable crops and medicinal plants also are present in the. Who will know this one? The tribal people who will survive there, they will know about this one. And if affected by a disease, the whole forest area is not destroyed. If any one particular plant was spoiled, only that will be, but it won't affect the whole forest. And they provide habitat to wild animals. Wild animals will survive in that particular forest. Forests help to control soil erosion. Means soil fertility will be stopped because of these plants. Means they will hold the soil and keeps the soil nutrients. They help in causing rains. When good number of trees are there, when they are giving oxygen and they are taking carbon dioxide, in such places what will happen means the rains will be in seasonal regularly. So they help in causing rains. They keep the surroundings cool. The areas will be very, very cool. So Pushpa was quite confused. Why? Because she asked number of questions and she got many answers, with how the forest is 90% helpful for us. There were so many things written about forest. She could not understand some parts such as how forests maintain ecological balance, how they could be lungs of the earth. She could only make out some common things about forest, which were forest is a place where there are many different trees. By all those points given by the people, she understood only few points. In that, the first point is forest is a place where there are different trees. It is a home for wild animals. It also decorates the world. Why? Because a small kid of 6 years, she can understand only that much. It's a very airy and shadowy place. We should not cut them to build factories, building, etc., or to grow crops or orchard. These are the points what she understood from that one. What is your opinion about forest? Why do you think forests are called lungs of the whole earth? In what way is an orchard different from a forest? So like this, he is asking you few of the questions. After listening all these points, you have to answer these questions. What is your opinion about the forest? Why do you think forests are called lungs of the earth? In what way is an orchard different from forest? And still some questions are there. Can large area of plantation of same type of tree like eucalyptus be called as forest? I told if a single variety of plant is there, that never be called as a forest. It comes under a orchard only. Why? Because different varieties of plants and it will be very thick, dark place, then only we can say. Draw the picture of forest in your notebook. So this is your homework. Please do it. Draw the picture of forest in your notebook on the basis of what you have learned so far. How I discussed what will be there in the forest. Wild animals will be there, number of plants will be there, houses will be there, tribal people. So think of, imagine of all these and you draw the forest picture in your classroom. Do all forests have the same type of animals and plants? No. All the forests will not have the same type of plants and animals. Why or why not? It depends upon the climatic conditions and weather. Diversity in forest. What are the different varieties of forests are there? Forest of Telangana. Let us find out about the types of plants and animals in forest of our state. In the forest of Andhra Pradesh, we can see different types of trees like teak tree will be there, sandalwood tree, etc. will be present. That grows very tall. Neem, tamarind, amla, soap nuts, red sandalwood grows quite tall. There are bushes, creepers and gugulam, tangedu, kamba, egisa, nallamada, bamboo, etc. are the different types of plants you can see in the forest. What are the different types of plants you can see in the forest? If you are coming to here, mainly you can see tamarind. Okay. Next one is amla. Next, soap nuts. Red sandalwood. The next, creepers. Gugulam. Tangedu. Kamba. Egisa. Nallamadi. Bamboo. These are the different varieties of trees we can see in the forest. Then, in which districts we are having the forest? We are having in Chittoor district. Next, Kurnool district. Next, Visakhapatnam. Adilabad, Khammam, these are the different places where we can see the forest. Chittoor, Kurnool, Visakhapatnam, Adilabad, Khammam. Okay, these are the places where you can see different varieties of forest. And what are the different types of trees means? Tamarind, amla, soap nuts, red sandalwood, creepers, gugulam, tangedu, kamba, egisa, nallamadi, bamboos you can see. What are the different types of animals you can see means? Mainly elephants, tigers, wolf, okay, then snakes, monkeys, squirrels, deer, chimpanzees. These all are the different types of animals we can see in that particular places. If it is Chittoor means elephants, deers, monkeys, snakes, squirrels. In Chittoor district, which one we can see? Elephants, deers, monkeys, snakes, squirrels. And the plants tamarind, amla and neem. In Kurnool district, tigers, bears, jackals, wolves, salamanders we can see. And the types of trees are tamarind, amla, neem, tangedu also you can see. Then in Visakhapatnam you can see tigers, deer, chimpanzees, snakes, fox, etc. These animals and types of trees tamarind, amla, neem, tangedu and bamboo. In Adilabad district we can see elephants, tigers and monkeys. Then the types of trees are tamarind, amla, neem, tangedu and adaku. Here I just mentioned what are the different types of plants and animals repeated in all the places, all the districts I told for you. The remaining lesson I'll continue tomorrow. Thank you.